various levels of education to adequately measure the learning achievements. And perhaps the best thing, having been in another life, an examination specialist, that headache of just reading for an exam, leading to infidelity, academic infidelity, that one will get finished. You get the point? The other thing that, I don't know whether it was put on the papers to sell the paper, that we have said there will be examination in standard. Yeah. God forbid bad thing. How do you give an exam in standard 3? It means you have not bothered to read about a competency-based curriculum. Please, in the name of God, go and read. Be you a researcher, a reporter, a teacher, an activist, a unionist. Read what happens there, and if you have time, go and see yourself. So all that pressure is going to go. So the child is going to be empowered. And the child will know what is going on. But if you give the child a task, you say, if you don't do it, you are graded like this. If you do it, kidogo, you are graded like this. If you don't do it completely, you are graded like this. So the child knows he decides where he wants to go. And the role of the teacher is to encourage the child to improve. That's what is going to go on. The policy gives direction to the implementation of the relevant competency-based curriculum, which will ensure that all learners acquire competencies and qualifications capable of promoting national values, inspiring individual innovation, and lifelong learning. The simpler way, I went to the University of Life at Starehe Boys Center, and I'm so proud about it. The person who carried me through the University of Life was the late Dr. Geoffrey William Griffin. He never taught me any class. So you will ask, how did he influence your life? But when I look at the interface I went through with Griffin now, it is what I'm seeing in the CBC classrooms. Because we used to have barazas, no scores, you are immune to say anything, you can insult him, you can insult even the president then. It was like our own parliament. That is the freedom I'm seeing inside the classroom. So the child is more likely going to remember what is done in the class like that. Unlike, I know my PS students here, I did research on cancer of the prostate many years ago, close to 50 years ago. And I can still remember, stage by stage, how I was using, what type of rats I was using, how I was using testosterone pellet from the rats, then how I moved from the rats to the human beings. Now we are having PhDs, which mean nothing. And we are saying, can we empower our brain? And I thank God for whoever decided that we start this competency-based kind, because it is not my baby. I've been grafted into it. And I like the graft. Because what you do is what you remember. It's not what you are told. And for the parents, I'm not bashing you because I'm also one. Our children, as I close this, our children will do what they see us doing. They will not do what we tell them alone. So even your lives at home, can they be responsible so that the child can copy? No point going to church and being in the senior choir in the church. After you leave that, unatuanga mama kwa nyumba. Because what they have seen now is you beating the mother. Are we together? So I'm very, very happy indeed this morning, ladies and gentlemen, and with those very many remarks, it is now my singular and distinct pleasure to launch the national curriculum, and I would like Dr. Nancy Macharia, because there has been a lot of talk. Oh, TSC this, TSC this. The most critical stakeholder is the learner. The second one is the teacher. The third one is now ourselves. Since the learner is too low down, the other two must be very close to each other. So I don't want to hear the nonsense that, oh, we are nafanya hivi. When is there a child who is half TSC and half government? Tell me. Is there a child who is half TSC and half ministry? So I'm very glad to also say that after we spoke with my dearest Nancy Macharia, We are working very well. I've been on the field, and I have seen the collaboration that shall deliver the competency-based curriculum. Can you come along? What are we supposed to do? Don't do politics, and I will crush anybody who does politics, because there is a Coopet who are telling me that they have seen me and they were not invited. And the one who is saying he's not coming, I was not keen to invite. So this politics has to stop. This stupid, no, it is true. If I find you playing politics with the lives of Kenyan children, then you have no place in my life. Because if now they are telling me, why did I not invite them? And they fully support. Coopet fully supports what we are doing. Why don't you invite Coopet? If you are instead inviting somebody who you know will just use the letter and say he's not coming. I thought I should read that out for you. And a warning to anybody who still has any idea that we are going to take anything like that. We shall not do so.